Alright, welcome back to the show. Now then, real quick, if you're looking to buy some DVDs, there are two big sales going on right now. One at ringofhonor.com. Buy 3 videos, you get 1 free. Also, 5 new DVDs are out this week for Ring of Honor. And for those of you that may be looking up on early FIP shows and maybe some of their straight shooting videos, $5. Go check that out. And at smartmarkvideo.com, if you buy 4 videos or more, I think it's got to be like $70 or over, you get 25% off your total cart. Now then, next week on the show, and I want to get this out of the way before I get to the Hall of Fame ceremony, gonna talk about WrestleMania, obviously, TNA, Ring of Honor, the Indies, Japan, the usual stuff, the usual fun, cool stuff. Now then, during this past week, I posted a video up on YouTube, Live Video, Daily Motion, and this was a very interesting video, very interesting topic. Your favorite WrestleMania moment, and I will tell you mine, once I'm done reading all of these. But WrestleMania is the biggest wrestling show of the year, bar none. Let's not even try to put another show atop of it. So I asked the question, what is your favorite WrestleMania moment? Going to start with Michigan Tube, one of the new subscribers, and I thank you very much for subscribing. He wrote this down. My favorite WrestleMania moment was WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant in 1987. I was there in Pontiac, Michigan, and remembered the match like it was yesterday. The body slam was very shocking to everyone at the time. The storyline was perfect. I think the event really put WWE and the entire event on the map as a yearly must-see show. Well, Michigan Tube, you know what? I can't disagree with that. WrestleMania 1 is a very big show. If the first one didn't happen, I don't think we would have 24. But, in a sense, I gotta agree. If that third WrestleMania didn't happen, and if that particular main event did not happen, I don't know if WrestleMania would be around. I don't know if WWE would still be around today. The next one is from a good friend of mine, Wahid70. Wahid, how are you? Gosh, Bill, I'm sorry I haven't been commenting on your shows lately. My favorite WrestleMania moment gotta be March 31, 1996, WrestleMania 12, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart in the 60-minute Iron Man match, a match I will always remember. I remember watching that match live. There was actually a bed mattress out in the living room. I don't remember why. I think we were getting rid of it, but I remember watching that match, and I wanted Shawn to win, and that was such a fantastic match. It was one of those matches where you have to see it live, and actually, if you do have WWE 24/7, Legends of Wrestling, talking about WrestleMania, there's a good story that Pat Patterson talked about how, when he pitched the idea, how everybody thought that this would never work. But you have to see the full story. Nikki Goo32 wrote his favorite WrestleMania moment, Austin winning the title at WrestleMania 14 versus HBK in Boston. I was there. Great moment. And our last one from Jerry Bond, of course, one of the favorites on the show. Sorry, I just seen your video on your favorite WrestleMania moment. I can't say I really have one, but there is a match that stands out in my mind that didn't get as much as it should have. But my favorite WrestleMania match is this one, and it is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. I don't know why, because these two guys I never really liked, but the match was just all about power, and that was great. It just shows that they really don't need high flyers to keep a match great. Well, I respect your opinion, Jared, and that was a fun match to watch just because of the crowd. The crowd was just fantastic. But to me, and I've seen all the WrestleManias, some of them I've seen live, some on tape. The one that stands out to me the most, the one that is my favorite, is at the end of WrestleMania 20 with Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero standing in the middle of the ring in Madison Square Garden They hug in the middle of the ring. The confetti goes, all over Madison Square Garden. The fans are cheering. Some, I'm sure, are crying. And, it was just a fantastic moment. And now that both men, unfortunately passed away within 3 years after that moment, in a way, it makes that moment much more memorable. It means so much more, I think, because when Guerrero and Benoit, were in the middle of the ring, when they were both hugging, when they were both champions, you saw the raw emotion that was there, and it just made it great. But I do have a favorite WrestleMania story, and this is another Pat Patterson one. Pat Patterson, I don't care if he's gay, he has some of the best stories. And my favorite one that I've heard is Pat Patterson's, and it was WrestleMania 6. I've said it, one of my 3 favorite WrestleManias of all time. Hogan and the Warrior. Warrior wins the title. And Patterson, he congratulates Hogan on a great match. And it is a fantastic match. I think, to me, that match is one of the 5 greatest main events in WrestleMania history. So he goes and tries to find the Warrior to congratulate him. He's going all over Skydome. And he opens this door. He sees the Warrior crying. He sees him crying. And that right there shows the emotion that wrestlers have, especially after winning, and in this case, the WWE Heavyweight title. But that, to me, is my favorite WrestleMania story. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2008 Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show Hall of Fame ceremony. Who got in this year? Stay tuned, you're about to find out.